Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Paris and I'm the author of the Magi trilogy. Book 1 is coming out 22 days from when I'm filming this. It's coming out on August 26th and I am so excited. Last week's video I hinted to you guys about a big surprise I had coming this past Monday. That surprise is I now have an author website and signed copy orders are open, as well as ebook pre-orders on Amazon. So if you're interested in any of that, check out the bio of this video. I'm gonna have all of those links there because signed copy orders in particular, they're only going to be open between now and August 25th, at least for this first run, just so that I can order all of them at once in bulk from KDP to have sent to my house on my 19th birthday, August 26th. So I'm very excited for that. And in today's video, we're actually going to be talking about something kind of related to publishing, kind of a little different at the same time. We're going to be talking about making money as a writer. Obviously, when you think about making money as a writer, you're probably going to be thinking about having a book out there. And that is a good way to make money because it's a passive source of income. However, keep in mind, you're only going to be getting $3 to $5 per copy sold of your book. Now, it can range. There are ways to get that higher. There are ways to get it lower. Different ways can make you more money. But that's ultimately probably the main thing. Write a book and get it out there. However, it's a big investment to get it out there and it takes time. Once it's out on the market, it is a passive source of income because you're not doing anything at that point. You're not continually making the books yourself. If you're not printing it at your house and you're having KDP or another platform printing it for you, then it does count as a passive source of income, which is great. But there are other ways to make money as a writer as well. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the ways I personally make money as a writer, ways I might want to try to make money as a writer in the future, and ways just in general that you can make money as a writer. Indie authors are pretty much the definition of entrepreneurs. We're going out there, we're making our own money our own way. We're being creative, we're starting new businesses, etc. So indie authors, I think honestly, that we have almost an advantage as an entrepreneur because that's what we're doing. Entrepreneurs start their own business. They go out, they make something new, they find a need in the community that needs to be fulfilled and they fulfill it. So as writers, that's something we're already doing by nature when we're self-publishing, when we're doing it ourselves. So we can channel this creative energy, this determination, and this business mindset into other sources of income. Now, related to books actually is you could sell ebooks, etc. I think specifically when I think of only having something as an ebook, I think more so some book with tips. So if you're good with writing tips, then maybe write an ebook with writing tips, etc. And that's something that I personally want to try in the future because again, you're only going to be getting a little bit of money through each copy sold, but it's going to be less work than writing a full novel, and it's a passive source of income. Once it's out there, it's out there. So that is one way directly related to writing a full novel, writing a poetry book, etc., is writing something smaller, writing an ebook, publishing a collection of short stories, etc. There are smaller ways to get everything done. Another way to make money as a writer is to be a formatter, editor, or even just a book cover designer. This is all, again, it's all related to your main niche of being a writer, being involved in the book world, and the self-publishing world, indie community, etc. But it's kind of, it gives you the opportunity to help other people, and it means more bank at one time because being an editor is a lot of hard work and it takes a lot of time. That being said, being an editor, like I said, it takes hard work. So you need to have the practice, you need to have the skills, the expertise for it. So most editors have a college degree, etc., but there are varying levels of it. There's developmental editing, copy editing, etc. So you can look into it and offer some services. Granted, you might have to do cheaper prices than people who have like that college degree, etc., but it is something you can consider. Same thing with formatting. Formatting, I actually recently taught myself how to do, and I would be interested in eventually offering that service to other people because I really enjoyed it and I know how to do it, and I've published a book. Soon will have published a book with my own formatting. I feel like once I have the Magi out, I can be more legit with that. Like I have a book out there that I formatted. I can use that as my expertise and my experience. Book cover design, honestly, I think that's something that you really don't need. Not necessarily, I don't want to say no prior experience because you obviously need to be able to like get the cover out there. But if you are good at art, then you can do a book cover in a different format. Granted, there's templates, etc., little details. But again, formatting, editing, book cover design, those are 3 ways to make money as a writer. So far, everything I have listed is ideas that take a lot of time, that you need a lot of prior experience for, and even in some cases a college degree. So let's talk about some easier ways to make money that anybody can do no matter their experience. Now, 3 ways I make money as a writer is I have a RedBubble shop, I have a gig on Fiverr, and I work on Upwork. Now, I'm going to talk briefly about all of them. It's something that would take longer, so if you have questions about it, ask me in the comments. RedBubble, absolutely anybody can make a design and put it on there. You just need to do a quick sketch, a quick graphic art, or even just a quote, etc. And then you go on their website, you stick it on a sticker, a mug, a shirt, whatever it is, and you sell it. Now, you have to do a lot of advertising for it, etc., or you won't get a lot of sales, but you can just go and put it on no matter your experience level for it. It's not something that you need credibility for, because RedBubble itself is the one printing the design. So they are the ones who have this quality already checked and done. All you need to do is put a new design out there. Fiverr, I have 2 Fiverr gigs. I have a help with peer editing on essays, and then I have help with with beta reading and giving you guys some advice, etc. on it. And that is another thing that you can just go out there. You do need to take a couple tests to make sure that you're legit. If you're helping with people with beta reading, etc., they want to make sure you actually know what you're talking about with grammar. But you can go on there no matter your experience and you can start getting gigs. Same thing with Upwork. Upwork is a little more complex, but it's probably, I prefer it to Fiverr personally with the section of things I'm doing, is because it gives you the chance to reach out to other people rather than waiting for people to reach out to you. Oftentimes when you think of making money as a blank, so as a writer, as an artist, whatever that blank is you try to think of something that's directly related to your trade or whatever it is that you're doing. But what I mentioned earlier is that we're also entrepreneurs, so you don't necessarily need to make money as a writer by writing. You can also make another small business. You can start pet sitting. That's something I do. I've pet sat for a few years now, and that is a great way to make some quick money. Babysitting too. There's other ways for you to make money as a writer without actually writing, because here's the thing, we're also using this money that we're earning for it to then put it back into our books, put it back into publishing, etc. So making money as a writer really just means making money in some way or form to then put back into your books so that you can make money in a new, different way. When you look at it that way, as whatever it is, whether you're working just a day job, as retail, a 9 to 5, whatever it is that you're doing, you are making money as a writer because you are using some of this money, whether it's just 10%, if it's 100%, whatever it is, you are getting this money and you're putting it back into your writing. Making money as a writer just means making money. An honestly kind of underrated way to make money as a writer is entering contests, because I think people think of it more so as, entering contests is kind of, it's chance to some degree. It's based on whoever's judging, etc. It's not a guaranteed way to make money. But if you're entering a lot of contests and you're entering your writing into contests, then what you're doing is, whether or not you actually end up winning the big cash prize or whatever it is that the prize is you are getting experience, and your experience gets you better as a writer. It gets you that background for other programs, etc. It gets you credibility. If you win a contest, you can use, I won X contest on your resume, etc., depending on the size of the contest. So making money as a writer could just be writing short stories and entering them into contests. Not only that, but that's also a way you could potentially get published, because some contests, some short story contests, publish short story anthologies, they publish poetry, etc. Is if the prize is publishing, then you could actually get published by entering contests. Now, I honestly am advertising doing this. This is something I did a while ago, and I kind of should probably start doing again, but so I don't have any contests I could tell you offhand to enter. But if you look up contests with cash prizes, if you look up get the books writers market, they have one for novels, etc. You can find ways to get money by writing directly into a contest, and that is a great way to make some quick money. Now, it's not super reliable because you gotta wait on it, but depending on the size of the prize, it can be definitely worth it. Another way to make money as a writer is to help with tutoring or to help with author/writing coaching, etc., because you have the experience to do it. If you can give people advice, you can get paid for giving them advice. So Granted, again, this is something that you need some more experience for, but if you are a high schooler, then you could tutor a middle schooler in English, etc. You have that ability to do it, and if you have the credibility, etc., like I was saying with contests and stuff, then yeah, you have a way to do it. Not only that, but if you have good grades in school, you can tutor any subject. Tutoring is not something you need a degree for. You just need to have a parent trust you, and that is not that hard to do. You can put a flyer up in the library. Potentially, I got denied from doing that, and it was kind of sad, but we don't talk about that. But anyway, you can put a flyer up, you can get clients that way, you can help them with their own tutoring, you can help them write a contest story entry, etc. You can go on call with them and get paid for talking to them and giving them advice, etc. You can get paid for your time for giving advice, etc. And that is a great way to get some income because, first of all, again, it gets you more credibility. If you have clients who are doing well, their grades are getting up, they've won a contest based off of the advice you've given them, if they're giving you testimonials and feedback and reviews, etc., then you are constantly building up your resume and you are building up your background and your credibility. There are so many different ways to make money and gain experience as a writer, and they honestly all connect, because if you're making money this way, then you can give people advice on how to also make money that way. If you are getting, contests, you're winning contests, then you can have people be more interested in eventually publishing you if you're going the traditional route, etc. This all ties together into making money as a writer. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it helped. Either if it didn't give you a new idea, I hope it sparked passion for continuing on with ideas you have. Because everything I listed, for the most part, I have personally tried and I know works. And for the things I haven't tried, I have heard from other people that they do work. It can take time, it can take effort, but these are great ways to make money as a writer. If you guys are interested in a more in-depth video on specific ways to make money, on more ideas where I really just list a ton of different ideas, I'd be happy to do that for you guys. So definitely comment down below if that's something you're interested in. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up. And for now, have a great rest of your morning, evening, night, whatever time it is. Have a great day.